You're watching TVC Breakfast. Now, Nigeria faces a threat to being food secure due to a number of security threats.
Many states are experiencing clashes between farmers and herders, the Boko Haram insurgency, among others, which have prevented farmers from going to their farms. Not just that, large farmlands have been destroyed or burnt by rampaging marauders, while some farmers have been killed.
Now, communal clashes in states like Benue and Taraba State, which are two food powerhouses, are under threat as well. Now, joining me is lawyer and public affairs analyst Gani Fani. Gani, it's good to have you join me this morning.
Good morning, Mike.
I know you've been following developments across the Middle Belt region and parts of the north where a large chunk of the food in the country come from. What concerns do you have, especially when it comes to clashes that affect farmers in those areas?
Well, there's this legal maxim, it's a proverbial, res ipsa loquitur. I'll break it down. The fact speaks for itself. You see, look, we can't be deceiving ourselves. The truth of the matter is that the way of insecurity over the land has affected the psyche of an average person. When we talk of a farmer, you know, I grew up on the farm, so I'm talking from experience. In my days in the farm, you have absolute confidence to the extent that we slept right there in the bush with no threat. Even animals would believe we were insulated. But to think that somebody could come around and attack you, and then you now stay there for a crop that takes a long time. You see, the process of farming is different from so many other trades. You plant your yam or plant whatever is valuable to you, and the thing grows until when it is maturity and you now want to harvest. So as it is today, apart from the fact that farming is not a lucrative business, the way we practice it here in Nigeria, you know it is obvious. Now you now hear at the back of your mind again that, oh, I could be killed on the farm. So what will you do? You run away. And now it has got to a scale that it is almost becoming a national issue. So there's insecurity all over the place.
All right, but how would you react also to, excuse me, to the strategies embarked upon by Zamfara State as well as Katsina State and even Benue and Taraba? They are negotiating now and sitting down to talk. How far would that go?
Talk with who is an incentive when I see a robber and we say we are talking. I have never heard of it in my life.
But so long as it brings peace, that's what has happened in Zamfara State. That's what has happened also in Katsina State.
Have you seen the end result of it? This is an incentive. I cannot.
Yeah, but there's relative peace. There's peace now in Zamfara State.
That peace could be temporary. Once there is an incentive from criminality, go and look at it anywhere. If I catch a criminal, there are sanctions in the statute books. You will go into the prison. From there, the information will come. Not that a state will come together and you see this is a bandit, somebody who kidnapped yesterday, and then you say, okay, please let's come and negotiate.
But isn't that the idea of amnesty that is even adopted anywhere in the world? That was extended to Niger Delta militants, and we've since then Nigeria has had some level of relative peace and all that in the Niger Delta.
Ask the people there whether there's absolute peace. As far as I'm concerned, the best I can see is the carrot and the stick approach. Yes, the carrot, something must be happening as far as I'm concerned, by way of reforms. The Niger Delta you have referred to, we were aware some were sent abroad for training, left all over the world. Unfortunately, when most of them came back, where are the jobs? So we now see that what we are doing, as far as I'm concerned, they are not fundamental. It appears to me, and that is real, is the fact that we want just a kind of makeshift kind of arrangement. We want peace temporarily without going to the root cause of why things are what they are at the moment. Because when you look back in the last 30 years, anybody could travel anytime. You wake up 2 a.m., you are on your way, you are sure of getting to your destination. Now you want to hear probably something is happening before you set out for any journey, no matter how short the journey is. So these are fundamentals that I believe that government also to be, at least to be addressing fundamentally. It is then everybody will now have peace of mind that, okay, if it is not necessary to negotiate with a criminal, then I know again there are also other methods to ensure that I am not giving an incentive to criminality, which is dangerous. Because the younger ones, they now see that, okay, if I make trouble, I can always get something from it, which was not the case before the present moment.
All right. Now, going forward, when it comes to the issues of food security, what concerns do you have? We have the issues of flooding right now. That is, also the rains are here, and we're seeing flooding in parts also of the Middle Belt and some of the southern states, and even the northern states as well.
It is not only nature that is angry, as far as I'm concerned, because that is nature.
Or is it a product of being angry?
Yes, that's what I could see, because the kind of flooding that we are seeing is like the heavens themselves feel aggrieved.
A lot of people will say it's climate change anyway.
Well, they will say so many things. In fact,
oh, that is also nature being angry.
Exactly. Somebody told
That's from the African perspective.
Somebody told me a story 2 days ago, my sister from my town, that somebody ate the egg of a particular bird, and as a result, there was now rain. I said, sister, don't talk about it any longer. I don't want to hear that. The truth of the matter is that we have means, meteorological and science that will teach us that, okay, this is coming. I also believe that government should be proactive to ensure that, okay, there are drains. And too many things are done. This is not the only country that we have seen, that combat emergencies and the rest. But quite apart from that, the kind of farming that we do here is so that the incentive is not there for a farmer to ask his son or his children to say, please take after my business. It is not just possible because it's a thing that you can see. White-collar jobs seem to be the in thing. And that was why very many people in my generation, that's why we are here. I must let you know that. If I tell you stories, because I grew up on the farm, basically. I didn't know Lagos until after my youth service.
Wow, that's interesting. Well, a lot of us also grew up in the farm, partially, and all of that. So
if you're a practitioner, you know what it means.
No, of course I understand.
Your parents will not say, okay, take after me with the hoe and the cutlass.
All right. Gadifani, thank you so much for coming on the program.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Right.
Yeah.